Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I would like to talk about toxic relationships. I'm going to talk about toxic relationship due to I have one of my close friends that she basically hit me up and I always been encourager to her, always been there for her, and she's gone through a very bad toxic relationship that sometimes you get stuck in, you get held back from a toxic relationship. A lot of people are living right now in a toxic relationship, meaning women and men. Toxic relationship is where you and the partner is not good for each other. Y'all fight all the time, you argue all the time, you disrespect each other all the time. That's a very toxic relationship. A normal relationship does not require hating each other, being evil to each other, mistreating one another. That's not a good relationship. You want to be able to build a strong relationship. If you're in a toxic relationship where you're getting abused mentally or physically, you need to seek help. You need to get on the line, call 1-800 abuse. They have lots of places that you can call to get yourself help for you, your family, or whoever that's in the situation, because a toxic relationship is not good to be in. A lot of you think toxic relationships are a good thing because you can't get away. You think he loves you because you just got in a fight and now he's hugging and kissing on you and loving on you. That's toxic. Because I don't see what would want to make you be so excited and happy after a person just beat you or put their hands on you or disrespected you. Now you would be so happy to allow them to kiss on you, love on you, and be around you. If anything, I would be getting that person away from me. Y'all need to wake up and really smell the coffee. Whatever you're allowing yourself to go through, you're doing it to yourself. So if you're in a toxic relationship, you are the only person that's holding yourself there because nobody's holding a gun or forcing you to leave. You could have been leave, or you can leave whenever you feel you should leave. The first time a person put their hands on you, disrespect you, you're supposed to know your worth, what you are worth. And once you know what you're worth, you won't ever allow a person to come in your life that will be underneath that worth, because you know that person will not mean you no goodness, or that relationship will not go anywhere. That's something that everybody needs to pay attention to, because a lot of y'all in toxic relationship and you won't admit that you are because you're too ashamed to let somebody know that, oh, Billy Johnny has not turned out to be the person that they thought he was going to turn out, or Karen and Amy, she didn't turn out to be that woman that you thought she was going to be. Before you get in a relationship, you're supposed to be friends, become best friends first before you get in a relationship. Once you become best friends, you begin to come to know the person. You should be at least 5 years being friends with someone before you call yourself in a really physical relationship where you're together, you're living together, you're husband and wives, whatever the situation may be. You have to know what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with. You need to know how that person is when they're happy, sad, disappointed. You need to see all these different stages: when they're angry, they're mad, they hurt, when they're happy, sad. You need to see all these different moods so you can know if that's something that you would be willing to put up with. Study jumping in the bed the first night, the first day you meet someone. You shouldn't do that. You should really get to know that person for who they are before you jump in the bed and just have sex with that person. Because that's not going to solve anything if you're in a toxic relationship. Sex is not going to make it better, it's going to make it worse. So you need to know that you need to get to know a person. You need to courtship with that person before you get into a physical relationship. You need to know who you're dealing with. You need to know their background. You need to know the daddy, the mama background, where they come from, so you can know what you are bringing into your atmosphere or your university. You need to know that. If you're not bringing in someone that has a good spirit, or if they're dealing with a lot of negative, you will know that by doing your research, searching the family, seeing where he come from, his background, or seeing where she comes from, her background, so you will know what you're getting yourself into. Because sometimes you meet people with mental illness, and when a person have a mental illness, that's something that's way beyond the method of what you're looking for. So you must search that and know before you jump into bed with them, because if you get pregnant, you're going to be involving your children with this mental issue that this person have on his side. So you have to do your background and your search to know the person before. If you don't search and do a research about the person, then at the end of the day, you're going to put yourself in a bad situation with someone where the relationship is not going to last. When you start a relationship, you start the relationship to build. You want to build on a steady foundation. If the relationship is toxic, it's no way you're building on anything. It's toxic. So it's no relationship you're building on. You're building on ignorance, foolishness, stupidity. Some of them got mental problems. You're not building on anything but the things that they are going through. So y'all need to really know what you get yourself into before you just get into the sheets and the bedroom with these men and women. I say it because men are so, the worstest ones are so easy just to jump into bed with a person that you don't even know. And then when you get involved and you see this is not the person you want to be with, it's your fault, because you shouldn't be so quick thinking down here instead of thinking up here. That's how you get yourself in lots of situations and you can't find your queen or you can't find your king. It's because you're too busy messing with anybody that comes up to you and talk to you or ask you for your number. First of all, you shouldn't be that quick to give your number to anyone. Guys ask me for my numbers all the time. I won't even answer half of them, because at the end of the day, I know what they're looking for. You can tell what a man wants by his morals, by who he is and what he do. Most of the men are only looking to have sex with a woman. They're not looking for a relationship or a bill. So why would I waste my time or my energy just giving them my number and I know it's not going to go anywhere? Because I do my research and I can judge the way their body language is, their attitude, who they are. It tells all about them. If you're getting involved in something good or bad, that's for you to be able to determine that spirit. And if you can't determine that spirit, you're going to keep picking up toxic people. You're going to keep picking up a toxic woman, a toxic man, and you don't understand why everybody else is finding love and you can't find love. It's because you haven't done any healing. In order not to pick up toxic people, you have to physically heal within yourself, meaning all the past, previous bad relationships that you were in, that people may have hurted you, broke your heart. If you don't heal from those relationships, then you are no good for the next person. You will only become toxic to them because you didn't give yourself enough time to heal, for yourself to love yourself first and know who you are before you go into another relationship. You just broke up with Johnny and now the next week you're with Bill. It's no way that relationship is going to work out because you didn't give yourself time to heal. Scientific proven that it takes a person half the amount of time that they've been with the person to heal. Meaning, if you've been married or with someone, living with someone for 20 years, it will take you 10 years to physically heal from that woman or from that man. 10 years from 20. If you've been 10 years, it'll take you 5 years to heal. So it's nobody should be jumping out of a relationship into another one, because all you're going to do is damage that good person that's not toxic. You're going to make them become damaged because of your toxic. And you cannot ever become better until you heal yourself. So once you get that in your mind and you understand that you must heal first and become a better person, man or woman, and love yourself more than anybody or anything else on this earth, then you become healed. Then you won't suffer from being toxic. You will know how to communicate in a relationship, how to love, what to do, how to treat your partner. You won't argue because you're going to have a lot of communication. You're going to have understanding. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot better for you because you're going to have understanding. And if you have understanding, then that's a lot better for you to understand something before you just jump off and not knowing what you're saying or getting mad at this spouse because you didn't take the time to listen, or you didn't allow him to communicate and say what he was saying, or you didn't allow her to say what she was saying first, and then you pick up from the pieces from there. In toxic relationships, they don't go anywhere. They become worse and worse and worse. I have lived through the experience of it. I was married to a very toxic person that it took me years to get out of that relationship of, because I was down. I thought he loved me. I thought the abuse by hitting me and hurting me, that he loved me, because he would beat me and in the next 2 3 hours he was loving on me, kissing on me, wanna so say make love to me. How? And you just put your hands on me. You were just toxic, or you were just evil to me. I had to learn these things, that wasn't love. That wasn't nothing true or real. It was only mental illness he was dealing with, and the lust. It was no such thing of him caring, because he was so sick and so toxic, he didn't even know he was toxic. And by him being toxic the way he was, all those years of me living and being around it, it became and made me toxic, to where I had to learn that I was taking the same things he did to me, I was bringing it into my new relationship. And that man helped me to grow. He stood by my side and made sure I grew from being toxic to getting back to normal Lacey like I was. Because I was treating him the way the last man treated me. I was always accusing him of cheating because the other man did that to me. Everything he did to me, I was bringing it into that relationship. We get in an argument. I was starting the arguments for no reason. Then when I look, I'm ready to fight him. I'm putting my hands in his face. That was what the previous relationship done to me. I was bringing it into my future. When I woke up and seeing that that was not the way to be, and that I was only destroying myself worse, and I was also destroying an innocent person that had nothing to do with my previous relationship. He didn't tell me to get in this relationship. He didn't do none of these things to me. I was holding it against him for the pain that I had been through because I wasn't healed. When I begin to heal and work on myself and begin to love myself first and love myself more, I was able to grow. I was able to live and be happy. Then I was able to show true love to my partner and really know that it was real because he seen it and felt it. He was able to see the change and experience the change in me because I was no longer that old person, that toxic, mean, conniving, always want to hurt someone because I was hurt. Because I had to learn that hurt people hurt other people. So if you hurt and you haven't healed, you gonna hurt somebody else, because hurt people hurts other people. You have to fully heal. Once you fully heal from all your pain, all your past, everything from the roots that been bothering you and hurting you, and it's completely out of you, you're able to grow. You're able to become a better person. You'll be able to become a better spouse, a better husband, a better wife, a better girlfriend, a better boyfriend, a better fiance. You become better. because you allow yourself to heal and you allow yourself to grow. So if you're not allowing yourself to heal or allowing yourself to grow, then you are only hurting yourself. You're going to stay toxic. You're going to stay down in that bad relationship because you haven't allowed yourself to heal. And all you're doing is going around breaking other people's hearts. It's like you're going around with a jars of hearts. You're going to hurt other people because you didn't heal from what you were going through and what the previous person put you through. And you jumped into that next relationship without fully healing from what this person did. So what you're doing is you're making this person toxic and also you're becoming a worse toxic. So it's not going to meet. You're going to make the other person sick. You're going to only hurt the other person for no reason. So it's an innocent person getting hurt from something you didn't ever give yourself time to heal from. You didn't want to heal because if you did, you would take the time to heal. When a person want to heal from a toxic relationship, you're not going to jump into another one. You have to give yourself time to figure out who you are, what you want, and what you're looking for in a relationship before you can present yourself and put yourself out on the market. You have to know what you're looking for in a woman, or what you're looking for and what you want in a woman, vice versa in a man. If you don't know what you're looking for, it's defeated. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a man that is gentle, that is kind, that has feelings, that has a heart, a man that's understanding, a man that's a loyal, a man that's honesty, and a man that knows how to treat his mother and every lady in his life is what I'm looking for. It's a respectable, decent man, and a man that knows how to go and bust a sweat and work for what he wants and not depend on anyone or what somebody else have. I know what I'm looking for because I had to do the research in me to see who were I and to get all that toxic out of me. When I did that research and known who I am and figured myself out, it made it better for me. It made life a lot better for me to get things together and to do what I needed to do for myself. So I would not keep bringing poison and toxin to every relationship that I enter. That I would honestly be able to bring in love and peace and joy and happiness to the relationship that I was going into because I fully allowed myself to heal. I gave myself the years and all the time that I needed to heal. And I mean, when I healed, it was with no man. No talking to guys. I had no guy friend. It was no sex. It was nothing. I just totally healed. I gave myself almost 6 years of totally healing from all the bad past relationships I had been in. I went almost 6 years of fully healing, detoxing, so I wouldn't become toxic. I had to detox to get all of that oldness out of me. So I just want to let y'all know, if you haven't given yourself time to heal or to become better, why are you wasting somebody else's time? Why are you going and allowing yourself to make that person sick just as well as you? You shouldn't do that. You need to allow yourself to get better before you go into another relationship. Allow yourself to be happy and love yourself first. Once you love yourself first, everything else is going to work out for you. You need to love yourself first, and everything else is going to flow. It's going to work out for you. But if you don't love yourself first and you don't know that you are your woman worth or what a man is worth, if you don't know what you're worth, you will always pick up garbage, trash. You will pick up people that are toxic. You will pick up people that is not good because they are a reflection of yourself. You have to understand whoever you're allowed to come into your equation is a reflection of you. So if you're allowing a person toxic in your life, it's because you must have toxic in you to allow that person in your life. You have to do a real good examination on yourself. Examine yourself from head to toe to know who you are and what you're working with. That's the only way you will become a great person for someone else. And you'll become a teacher and a trainer to someone else to help someone else that may be going through the same thing that you went through. You will be able to tell them what to do to become better. But it starts with you first, with you getting yourself right and healing yourself first. Once you heal yourself, you will be able to help anyone around you. You will be able to help them heal also. So you have to make sure that you help yourself healed first before you jump into something else trying to be super saver and save somebody else and you haven't even saved yourself. So that's some clues for you to remember. Toxic, stay away from a toxic relationship. If the man is toxic, run. If the woman is toxic, run. You don't want to bring that around you. You don't want to bring that around your children because children only do what they see you do. So if you bring in toxic men that is beating you, abusing you, and treating you bad, or toxic women around your children, guess what happens? Your children grows up and pick up the same man that you picked up. They will pick up a man that will beat on them, abuse them, and be toxic to them because you dealt with that all your life and they feel that that's the only way they should be because they watch you do it. But if your children watch you and know that you know your worth and they see that mama is strong and mama just don't let any man in her life or anyone come in there, they will have grounders and foundations they will stand on. They will go out there and be looking for a king, be looking for a queen. They won't be just looking for a one night stand or hit and a run. They're going to be actually looking for someone to build because they're going to see that you did the same thing you built with someone. Y'all wasn't toxic. Y'all love each other. Y'all communicated. Y'all understanded each other. So once they understand those things and you get it, then guess what? You both, your children gonna be fine. You're gonna be great because you won't have to worry about your children making the same mistakes that you made out of your life because they're gonna learn from your mistakes. But if you don't start teaching them now and they keep growing up and watching you going through toxic relationship, it won't ever help them. Ever. Why? It's because they will always know that they seen you do it, and whatever you do, they're gonna do it. They are a reflection of you. So always remember that. That's who your children are. So make sure you're bringing decent men, decent women, non-toxic people around your children so they can grow and build from that and not pick up toxic people in their life. You have to set the example first for your children. If you don't set the example for them, they will make the same mistakes or even worse. Sometimes it can lead into they pick up the wrong person, that person kills them. It can lead to death. You don't want it to be that toxic to where it leads to death. Because some people are so toxic and so mental ill and sickness that they feel that they can't have you, no one else can. I was in a relationship like that, and God freed me from my first marriage from that. He tried to hurt me. He tried killing me. He didn't want me to go, but God helped me to get out of that relationship, and it took a while. It took almost 7 years to get out of that bad relationship. And when I did, I was free. And I was able to heal myself. I healed by not picking up another person, by giving myself time to know who I was. I was examining who was Lacey. What is my purpose on the earth? I was finding out my worth. What is my woman worth? I was learning to love myself more. I was learning to smile more, learning to laugh and live. I had to learn these things first before I could have just involved anybody into my equation. Once I became healed, it was okay to involve somebody else because now I'm healed and now I understand. And so we have to heal first in order for us to be able to help somebody else heal in a relationship. So, men, women, y'all have some thinking to do. If you know that person is toxic, don't mean you're no good. All y'all do is fuss and fight. Somebody always crying. All he's doing is abusing you. This man is on drugs. This woman is on drugs. This woman is this. You have a big decision to make. What are you waiting for? You want to continue living your life in pain? Or you want to be free and healed from this toxic relationship? Do you want to be free? If you want to be free, it starts with you. It's all kind of programs will help you. I know a lot of you thinking, oh, I've been living with this man for 10 years. I don't have a place to go. That's a lie. They have shelters that will take in women and children that are being abused. They have plenty of places. You can also contact family members that you know that really loves you and that will have your back and that will take you in. It's no excuse to stay in a toxic relationship. The excuse is you. You have to make up your mind. You have to make up yourself and know what you are doing. And in order for you to do that, you have to know what you want. And if you don't know what you want, then you're going to stay in that toxic relationship until something bad really happens one day. Either you snap and hurt him or he snaps and hurts you. It shouldn't have to go that far. It should be stopping right at the moment when you realize it's toxic. You need to stop it. You need to release it and get it out your way. You are the only one that can do that. It starts with you. Nobody else can stop your life. Nobody else can tell you what to do. You are the only person that can do it. So I just wanted to talk about toxic relationships today. People that are being abused, that are hurting. Break free. It's time for you to be free. It's time for you to live happy. Stop allowing that man to bring you down. Stop allowing that woman to bring you down. Stop allowing their lies to bring you down and your vibration and bring your spirit down low. You need a high vibration spirit. Don't allow a man to tell you what to do. Don't allow that man to sell your body for money and pimping you. That's a toxic relationship. Don't let that woman out there doing things that she shouldn't be doing. That's a toxic relationship unto you. It don't matter how much you love a person. If you truly love a person, you're going to help that person to heal. You're going to help them to heal and get help if you love them. And by showing that you're loving them is by getting yourself right for them to be a better person. You have to heal first to let them know you love them. You can say all day, I love you, but it's the action that will show. People goes by your action, not your words. So make sure your action is showing that you're not trying to be toxic anymore, that you're trying to heal from being toxic. That's for everyone, young, old generation, every generation. Somebody is suffering in toxic relationships. I know you are. I hope this was encouraging to you. I hope some of this helps you to get on with your life. And I hope it helps you to become toxic free. Remember, toxic free from everyone. I ask that everybody after every video, you like, you share, you comment, you subscribe, hit the post notification button, leave comments. I will get back to anyone. Any questions, you can leave it in my comments. It's not a problem. You can even share it on your pages, your Facebook page, to get the word out. Don't be selfish. It's other women and men that are going through toxic relationship that need to hear this message. Give the message out to them. Maybe it can heal them and help them to get on with their life, or maybe it can save them from being murdered or killing someone else. So I hope this was a great message, and I hope I helped everyone and encourage. And like I always say, until next time, be safe, and I love everyone. Take care.